Recent years have been hard on humanity. Seemingly from out of nowhere come many monstrous aberrations. Demons, some would call them. Many of the great cities of mankind have fallen into disrepair as these monsters force humans to live in hiding in order to survive. As an operative at Shadowsong, it is my duty to ensure that such threats do not spread from town to town by eliminating any dangers on sight. Deviants are different from normal demons. They're tougher, smarter, and much more lethal. Stopping normal demons is only half of my job. The other half is to take care of the deviants. That is the purpose of Shadowsong. Deviants are by far rarer than demons, and even actual humans at that. My next mission takes Jermaine and myself to Richmond, Virginia. This is where my story unfolds. This is Shadowsong. This was made for a Day of Zooks back in 2002. It's made by Tixus as Demo 1 and Quasar84. This is one of the DAWs that didn't come with a set of scoring doohickey dads, so I am not doing that one anyway. This is a pretty nifty game, especially for the fact that it was made in 24 hours. So let's look at the graphics here. Graphics are kind of dark and subtle and spooky and things like that, and that pretty much conveys the mood of the game correctly. The music is also kind of subdued for the most part and kind of dark type of thing. Just right for this game. Sound, there is actually no sound in this game. So, let's look at the gameplay. Gameplay is pretty simple. It's a top-down perspective, kind of a shooter type of deal. Press direction keys to move, hold down delete to strafe, and hold down space to shoot forward. Now, it does take a little bit of getting used to. As far as holding down delete to move around, that is kind of weird and cumbersome, especially when you're using the arrow keys and delete on the same hand. But it's not too hard to get used to. I did eventually manage to balance those buttons and move around pretty effectively. Shooting is kind of slow, but there are upgrades you can pick up to increase firing rate. I don't know if there are any other upgrades such as to increase weapon power or anything like that, but I've only found firing rate ones. One thing that does kind of annoy me is with the slow firing rate, you also have to deal with kind of strong monsters that take multiple hits and move around very sporadically without too much of a pattern. They do tend to move toward you at least, so at least there's that. I would compare their movement pattern to the movement pattern of monsters in Doom. I guess it's kind of a common trait for demons to move this way, I don't know. The game gives you a pretty good sense of direction of where to go, at least as far as I've played. So you don't really get lost. You don't have to worry about that. It is kind of talky, but it's not too bad. You don't have a freaking hour-long cutscene or anything. You have about 4 minutes at the beginning of the game. So it's not so bad. So yeah, overall, this is a pretty nifty game. I don't know if it's one that I would play for too long, just for the way it feels for me. But it doesn't mean it wouldn't. Doesn't mean it wouldn't feel like a little differently for someone else. That this might be the perfect game for someone. I don't know. It is a very good game. I'm looking at the review here. Apparently the game is fatally bugged as far as the final boss goes, so it may be impossible to actually finish this game. But as far as playing through it, I liked it, and I would recommend for people to give this a try. Also, I seem to have ended up with a new pattern, going away from quest games and into DAWs games, either that didn't place in the top 3 or just DAWs that I'm not going to be doing for whatever reason, so I guess May's theme month one way or another.